I'm just going to show some projects that I've been doing over the last 4 years, beginning with this one, which was a graduation project, actually. I don't really have to explain it. I mean, it's light bulbs and water. If you don't get it, I don't think I can help you. I think it was a great project for me because it was, first of all, the first project that really kind of got me going. I did it together with a friend of mine called Julie Mateus, and we did. It's a shame you can't really see that very well, but we did these kind of big installations of it in lots of exhibitions, and it really got me kind of used to the idea that one of the things that I wanted to do was kind of get hold of the core of an idea and then really strangle it and try and put it across in like its purest way. And so this project was made as one of a series of projects that were all somehow kind of addressing childhood, like things children would do if you didn't stop them, or a childish attitude, but then like delivered with adult know-how and delivered with resources and science and made to come true, but still with this kind of element of danger and excitement. And it was what I really liked in this project as well was this kind of attraction and repulsion that both happened at the same time. So it was very beautiful, but also because you have all this electricity and water and it looks very scary, it was kind of frightening people away as well. I mean, it's done in a clever way so that it's not dangerous. But it is just made of light bulbs and wires and electricity, so if you try it at home, you'll definitely hurt yourself. This was a fan that was made in the same series. You can see on the top of up at the top there's a little fan, and you blow on it like that, and it spins, and that switches the big fan on, and then it keeps on spinning in the wind, and you stick your finger in it to stop it. So again, it was this kind of naughtiness thing. This was a carpet that again I made with Julie, and you kind of sprinkle it and scatter it around so that you have carpet wherever you want carpet, rather than... It's funny, I don't understand why people laugh at these things. I'm going to skip a few projects and say why I do that, because in a way I think laughing is like a kind of defense, because I think I'm not making fantasies or jokes. I'm interested in making real things, and all of these things are real things. This was another project that was made after a trip to Sri Lanka, and it was about, these are made of plastic, these branches. It was kind of like about plants, sort of the jungle invading your house, but then you sort of adopted it. Or else it was a kind of collision of languages, this kind of jungly, swampy place we were. And then kind of European furniture. Actually, to come clean, this is the only thing that isn't one. Everything else I'm showing you is real. But this was just about establishing, or experimenting with another language of bathrooms. It wasn't about being clean, and it wasn't about being kind of pseudo-minimalist, but really like a kind of about digestion or pipes. And then this was right after I came back from Taiwan, I started working on this project. So you go into this is my first prototype of it, and what you have at the edge of this room, there's like one of these kind of stepping stones, and you step onto that, another one comes up out of the water, and you step onto that, another one comes, and you can actually only go as far as the middle, and you stop at the middle, it doesn't go any further, and you're just left kind of isolated there. And well, there were a million themes here, really. It's too short to say them all. But partially it was about really establishing another language of bridges that wasn't about flying, but it was really something very tender. But it was also about isolation and more than anything about establishing this kind of fantastic situation. And I don't mean fantastic like fantasy, but affecting and moving. But it's also very frightening. And frankly, it was quite dangerous. And yeah, what you can't... this is the proposal image for the next stage of that project, which is to really kind of extrapolate it into the scale of a really big environment, a big lake outdoors, and to really kind of make it at its maximum ambition. And this, I'm kind of going through the Belgian Parliament at the moment. And now we're on to what I'm doing in Nelson Atkins Museum at the moment. This is the floor that we put into the museum. And this whole exhibition that I'm doing is kind of series of experiments with furniture. And this is like my first little start of an experiment as well about how I might make a house, and a better house, you know, like, so this floor, it becomes in a way like really useful. I'm really interested in function. I'm not having really enough time to say that, but this is in many ways very much about function, and this becomes like very comfortable, and in many ways very useful. It becomes a very good social space, and also very playful, and people very naturally kind of sit and use it as a kind of furniture, without you even telling them, without me even telling them to. It's very easy to build. That was the thing. I mean, it took a couple of weeks, but I think the other thing that I want to say is that I'm really making what I think are plausible things. So I want you to see that this is quite easy to build. It's not very different from a normal floor. And it was made by, these guys are flooring contractors. Undoubtedly, almost all of you have walked on floors that they've made in your restaurants or even in your houses in Kansas City. They're normal flooring guys, and they could build this. There are a few other projects in this exhibition as well, and I'm not going to fit them all in. I just want to talk about the yellow table, which is the far right-hand corner, which is one of the new ones in this exhibition. And it's a child's desk. And that's it. It opens and you can put stuff inside it. But also you can see the legs have got kind of a knee, and there's a handle you crank, and the legs can come up and down. So either it can grow with your child from about so big right up to normal table size. But also if your floor is squished or you've got hills, then you can still make it flat, or you can make it off flat, and that's me.